This is going to be my second time trying to record this video because my dogs will not shut up today. Fun! But yeah, today we have more custom plushies. Not as much as, last time, but it's something. And honestly, these ones I am really proud of. Not without their faults, and I will point them out as we go. But let's start with Fredbear, shall we? Yeah! So yeah, I remade Nightmare Fredbear after all these years. And he's actually really good. One thing I might change later on is actually cutting this part of his ear instead of like using Sharpie. Although I'm pretty sure that's how Funko would do it nowadays. God damn it. In terms of like withering on the ears and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. And speaking of Funko, I tried to do my best to make this as simplified and not too detailed as possible. Kind of keep it with the Funko traditional style. At least the Series 2 plushies, like the Nightmares from Series 2. Like for instance, like the most detail I added was like on the face, the stomach, and maybe like tiny withering here and there, but yeah. Speaking of his face, his eyes are different colors now, and well, at least the whites, the white from the original is gray. I gave him some I gave him Mr. Angry Eyes. And originally he did not have these black dots there, and then I added them because if you look at Nightmare Foxy here, it looks a little bit more traditional. It looks a little bit better. Actually, now that I had Nightmare Foxy here, the fact that, okay, so on the original, I had white around the eyes, and that was because I was trying to do that kind of thing with the nightmares. But then, when I was remaking this guy, I thought, that's stupid. So, I just did this, and now it just looks like a cheap version of Freddy's version. I use that as reference, sorry, Freddy. I also used this picture as reference, so, yeah. But, yeah, he has a hat, the little stripe there, the bow tie, which is an odd choice for a bow tie, I'll be honest. I kind of like molten Freddy's, where it's just kind of like that, but I'll get to him later. But I don't know, it's a good bow tie, I guess. And there's like brown on the soles of his feet and hands, because unlike the original where it was just yellow, and I think it looks a lot better. And there's his stomach, the buttons, and there's a weird gaping hole. And that is probably the most withering I'm gonna put on this guy, aside from his face and like little withering on his feet. But other than that, yeah, that's Fredbear. I like him. I like this one more than the original, because at least he doesn't have a hole in his stomach or side. Yeah. I would compare this to the old one, but then I think I teared up the old one and used it for extra stuffing, because I'm not giving that one away. I'm not giving that one away. Nobody needs to see that. The stuff that happened to that plush, I will never forget. But yeah, this is that's Fredbear, and he's good. He's very cleanly made and sizable for Fredbear. Here he is next to these two. I don't feel like... Actually, I'll get him real quick. So, I just decided to get the rest of the Nightmares. Except for Nightmare and Nightmare-ion. Nightmare-ion I gave away, or I'm gonna give away. And, Nightmare is just somewhere I can't find him. One thing I will say, I am definitely gonna remake Chica and Bonnie. Either that, or I will just find a, cheap enough Nightmare Bonnie online, who knows. And then I'm gonna the Funko store is Chica's and Bonnie's, so I'd kind of ironic, but we will just have to wait and see. But yeah, no, these two are definitely gonna get remade, because compared to this guy, these two are very, very obsolete, and if I want to put them in more videos, I'm gonna have to remake them. So yeah, that's Nightmare Fredbear. So now we move on to possibly one of my favorite plushies of the year, Molten Freddy. Yet another remake plush, and I gotta say, this one is my absolute favorite. So, yeah, I actually made another molten Freddy, and here I'll just have the original right here. Like this one was like 2018 Fnaf, where it's like, oh, his colors are red, but no, it's not. His colors are brown in the game. Yeah. So yeah, I just made all the pink parts brown by just covering it with felt, and I did the best I can, especially with the muzzle. It's not perfect on the muzzle, but I tried my best, and I tried coloring it brown, but the image here did not look that good. So felt. One thing I really wish I would have done better is the teeth, but it does not look that bad. If you just have them from like angles and stuff, then it's not bad. Um, the eyes are again felt because I didn't want to do what I did last time. I mean, you can clearly see his eyes still. So yeah, I just covered it in felt, colored it in black marker, did it on the same side over here, and except for I added the yellow circle felt thing and give him his one eye. And the bow tie, like I said before, is definitely when I want to try more with the plushies and not what I did with Fredbear, but eh. And another big change from my original, he actually has Ennard body. Yeah, I bought another Ennard online, and this is the result of it. There's a bit of glue stains on the back, but you can't really tell. And there's also the bun there, but again, from certain angles, you honestly can't tell. Yeah, there's not really much I did. It's just the Ennard body. I just, put Funtime Freddy's head on it. And this spaghetti body is just gray felt. I did not buy 2 Ennards because I would like to keep my kidneys, And so yeah, I just used brown felt, gray felt, and just cut it out that way, and it looks nice. At least, and hey, at least he can stand up by himself. Clearly obsolete. And another thing I added to the spaghetti body, I added some eyes, or the eyes from Ennard. And I'm figuring out now that the black-eyed Ennard is not a rare plush, because I've gotten it like twice in a row. Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, that's Molten Freddy, and I think he looks really good. Get this Slender Man looking ass out of here. Molten Freddy has got to be my favorite out of everyone here, but because Werewolf Foxy clearly kind of rushed. Okay, not completely rushed, but somewhat rushed, because I had to make this during October, and for me in October it's very busy and I don't really get time for much stuff, so yeah. But yeah, this is Werewolf Foxy, or technically the name of it is Big Bad Foxy from Fnaf AR, but
It's better to call it Werewolf Foxy.
why would you call it Big Bad Foxy when clearly he's a freaking werewolf? But yeah, this is basically just a normal plush style, but I just did some modifications to it, where it's like the gray is on the body and legs, and the red's on the arms, legs, or not, on the arms and head and everything else. And then I cut out a lot of gray for spots, and it doesn't look that bad. And surprisingly enough, Foxy actually has a tail for the skin. I don't know why, but he does. And I'm now just realizing, with the inclusion of this guy, I officially have all the Foxy skins, because I have Radioactive Foxy, I made Ringmaster Foxy, and now I have this guy, so that's all the Foxy skins made. I'm on my way to becoming Freddy Gang Films. But yeah, no, Foxy's not that bad. It's just like, I don't know, I wish some things could have been different on it, but it's not bad. And I guess it's Grim Foxy and Dreadbear's pet if you saw the Halloween special this year. So next up is Nightmare Baby, and this isn't from any of the games. This is from Baby's Nightmare Circus, the FNAF fan game that came out like 5 years ago now. Holy shit. Also, if some of you more attentive viewers have noticed, this is the old baby and the one that's been appearing in videos more. This is a new one that I got from eBay, and I like this one more, so that's why I put this one to retirement. A moment of silence, shall we? Okay. But yeah, no, it's decent. I tried adding as little detail as I could, while also making it look like a nightmare animatronic. Because that's basically what the characters in Baby's Nightmare Circuses are. They're just nightmare versions of this dislocation animatronic. I can literally make a speed edit out of it. And I have. 2 years ago. Right here. Good job, me. But you know, it's just like simple weathering all around, and I didn't want to go too overboard with it, and I tried. Now we come to the face, where it's not really my favorite thing in the world. The eyes are okay. I tried coloring over it, but that just didn't look that good. I had slight withering on it, and the teeth is an interesting story. So like, yeah, I guess the teeth aren't like the greatest, because you can still kind of see the original mouth in the back, kind of, and you know the lipstick, I think. Yeah, lipstick is like kind of not the greatest. I might fix that later, but hey, at least this mouth is better than the original that I had. I had to literally like peel this off. Do you know how hard it is to peel something off with hot glue, or rather peel off something that was already hot glued? Like, if I could kind of, yeah, that's kind of what it would look like, and it's stupid. But yeah, no, like, Nightmare Baby isn't like the greatest plush in the world, but it's passable. It looks like Nightmare Baby. I mean, in Baby's Nightmare Circus, the eyes here are white, but I just didn't want to do that. This looks a lot better, and I like it. And I guess I can just put it next to like Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare Freddy, and Nightmare Foxy here. Yeah, not bad. Especially if you put her next to Nightmare Freddy, they don't look too bad. Like, I don't know, it's just, she fits in. I kind of have an idea of how I'm gonna introduce her, so yeah. So yeah, that's Nightmare Baby. And now for the final one. He always comes back, and I kind of question why. So yeah, this is Burntrap. Yeah. So yeah, remember the Chungus trap, big spring trap, the bootleg spring trap, the one that I sing praises, or like sang songs about, praised it so much. Yeah, I used it to make a remade Burntrap. And I wouldn't have done this unless I had an official spring trap. If this thing was another like bootleg, I would have turned this thing into that, but nah, it's official. I like it. But yeah, ironically, this thing looks like Travis's. I tried not doing that, but I ironically based it off the old one, but it just kind of came out that way. Like, the ears are like ripped open, colored the skull there. The ears are pitch black. I know he doesn't have that specific withering on his muzzle, but the way I cut it, there was no way around it, so I just stuffed a bit of red in there. So yeah, that's the skull. Speaking of skull, his mouth is stupid. Granted, the old one wasn't any better, but I don't know. I'm leaning more towards this one because it looks like something Funko would do. But yeah. Also, the fact that I had to hot glue this piece of black felt onto the head when it was cut in half and it was stuffed it was a pain in the ass. It was like making Wither Chica all over again. It was not fun. Oh yeah, and there's also the fact that he looks like a donkey. I might go back and make his muzzle brown, because I think in game his muzzle is black. I don't know. I would have to look at a model of him again, but yeah. And then, you know, I just cut off a few limbs, made them gray. Some of them are not proportionate, but I don't know. And this one, I actually added the gut thing from the Springtrap plush. And this like's an interesting story. So as we all know, the original Springtrap does not have an actual like foot like this. The original like it's just like if you look at Springtrap, it's just that's the foot. But Burntrap in game, he actually has a foot, like skin on his foot. And I was trying to figure out, hey, how do I do that? Legit, I just took one of his arms, like wrapped it around a foot, and then hot glued it and then colored over it, and it's a pretty good effect. One thing I would change, if anything, is definitely the weathering on the torso. It's definitely not accurate, and or rather, it is accurate, it's just not the best in detail, I guess. But overall, I do prefer this custom plush over the old one. I don't know what I'll do with the old one yet, but I don't know. But yeah, here he is next to Springtrap. And yes, that is the Springtrap you're going to see from now on. He is epic. And here he is next to Glitchtrap.
It's a Springtrap family.
So yeah, that's all the custom plushies I have for now. I am in the works of making another one. Hang on a minute. Thank God I kept that Ennard mask head thing, because I'm actually gonna make Nightmare Ennard. I'm not gonna use an Ennard body, but I will like make and I will make my own, because in the game it's a completely different body anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm gonna make Nightmare Ennard. I'll update you guys on that soon. Now for updates on season 8. I don't know. I'm just honestly just gonna do random funny episodes and not even focus on lore for a while, at least not until next year, just to like let myself like have a little fun with the series for a while, because I'll be honest with you, season 7 kind of sucked. Also, thank you guys for the feedback in the comments. I do appreciate them. I know it was a very lackluster ending and all that for season 7, and honestly, it's not the way I wanted to go with Fredbear, but I don't know. Although I will make up for it somehow with season 8. I don't know how. I just will.
Although with this season, I'm gonna actually take time with thinking a plot instead of just bullcrapping it.
And before anyone asks, it's not gonna be after an amalgamation. Travis already did that. By the way, I love this movie. I praise it so much. Go watch it. It's amazing. But anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now, and show you guys all the customs that are either gonna show up in series or whatnot, and yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe. More cool stuff is coming your way, and I'll see you guys in the next one.